everybody. So I just finished this junk journal and I'm gonna try to keep this camera very still. Uh, we'll see how that works. But this started as I think I can put a picture in, but this started as a cardboard box. It was some cookies or something. And it turned into a junk journal. Ooh, this lighting is terrible. Let's see if that's better. Here's the spine, and I did a 5-hole stitch, pamphlet stitch, and then have a little, this is a brad, but you can hang stuff from it. So I have a little bulb, pin, and then a key, which I got that from AliExpress. I got that from AliExpress. I got those from, I think, Amazon. And then I covered it with fabric that I got from Joann's. Look at this gorgeous fabric. If you look real close, you can see the, I don't know if you guys can see that, but you can see the box underneath. It is, you know, kind of flimsy, but it works really well, and it kind of moves really good. I put some silk and some buttons dangling from it, some antique buttons. And let's open it up and see what we have. So this is the first signature. I did not put anything on the cover or the back cover, just because I figured, you know, if somebody wanted to put something of their own, then they could. This, I'm not even really sure what this was or where I got it from. So it's just some writing. But there are 5 signatures in this. It is a big boy, and when it sits like this, it is kind of a gator mouth, but it really, you know, it'll sit flat. So that's really nice. Here is the first signature. I did not put a lot of tuck spots, but like I did put one here. I used one of the Tim Holtz paper dolls and just glued on the side, so you can kind of put that there. Ooh, everything is moving. And then I have a little, it's a little fabric tag. Put some twine on it. Most of the stuff is, well, actually it's a great mixture. This is, you know, old music paper. This is, I don't even know where I got it from. I'm sorry, I'm terrible at this. And then I used a stencil and did this. It's so cute, little mushrooms and the trees, just because it was very white, and it was white on white. But I wanted to keep a lot of kind of open spaces for people to write in. I did put a little tuck spot here. This was from a children's dictionary page. And then this has a little band around it, which just kind of sits in each other, so it closes it. And then this is just a leftover piece of coffee dyed inventory page. This is a card. And again, just white space, just to have a lot of writing space. This is from a children's book. Here is, I don't know, some notes or something. Here I made this little tuck spot, put some vintage, like that is from 1960 from Canada, and then some not so vintage washi, and this stuff I got from like AliExpress. This is old, this right here is an old German reader, so that's vintage. This is not, but there's this really pretty card, and I think it's, I don't know, I'm gonna say Tim Holtz, but I'm not really sure. Put a little piece of lace that I colored, and then you can just kind of journal on it. Some old ledger paper. This was blank, and this is just a rose with like on very thin paper. Nothing is difficult to a willing heart. It was just pretty. Here's the warranty bond for a washer from like the 1968 Speed Queen. Here is a letter from 1947, the first page of the letter. Just some paper. Again, there's that children's book. There's that card. I was missing you. This was cardstock paper, just scrapbook paper that I put gesso over just because I wanted to see what it was like, and I don't know, that's fine. Here is an envelope. I don't have anything in it yet. I'm gonna still make a tag, but the envelope is on it's attached to the back of the signature, or the back cover, whatever, of the signature. But I also kept the top open so that you could, it's kind of like a hidden journaling spot. So I'll put a tag in there and a tag in here. This I got from the antique mall here in my town, and it was like, there was like 14 or 15 of these S&H green stamp books, and so I ended up just putting the entire book in there, and then put a couple of other things in, but it was kind of too perfect to take apart, especially because I had 15 of them. Here is a vellum envelope, and I put a little piece of lace just because it was pretty. These are like a clear bottle, and I put some stickers in there. And then here is an old IRA from 1977, and this is actually my dad. So this was a long time ago, and he made 34 cents in interest. Yep, for the year. He only had $1,500 in it, but yeah, 1977. Here's just some papers. Here's a, what is it? A postage stamp book piece. And then I left this on. I'm hoping it's going to stay, but it's like really old tape. So hopefully it stays on there, but it is starting to break already because it is very fragile, and I'm a little worried about that. Here's the middle, and just an old book page. Here's the other side of that postage stamp book, and there's another, actually there's one here and one here of that old tape, so hopefully it stays. Here's the other part of that envelope. I cut this open so that so we could stuff stuff in there. I haven't put anything in there yet. Finish off the S&H green stamps. This just pages of a children's book. This is from some, replica of an old Sears catalog. I coffee dyed this, and I used a stencil on it. So I put the stencil down on the baking sheet, put this on top of it, and then baked it. So it made some pretty cool stuff. I folded it over so that it is a pocket. Here's an old Irish stew recipe, and you can journal on the back. It's just book pages. I think this is that Tim Holtz stuff. Here's an old pamphlet. This actually is from a yearbook from where I went to high school, but it was from like 1968, I think. So there's the part of it. Just some pretty paper. Again, part of an old cookbook. Good lunches for children. I coffee dyed this doily, put it in the middle. It's kind of pretty. Here's the back parts of all of those. Suggestions for the new bride. I wish I had this entire pamphlet, but it's downtown in the mall. Other part of that. So there's the, what was it? Third signature. Fourth signature. This is an old, this is from an old book that had a whole bunch of maps in it, and I coffee dyed it so it has that beautiful sound. This is just an old book page that had a whole bunch of schools and colleges. I don't know when it's from. Some more old pamphlets and books and things. Some of this stuff is so, like this right here is very old, and so I'm hoping that it's not gonna break. This one actually started to break, so I did put a piece of washi to hold it together. Here is an invoice from, and I put the little staples, so I tuck something right in there. Some old ledger paper. This I coffee dyed also. It is an invoice, and like this I found at Walmart, you know, but I coffee dyed it, and I used the stencil, so it made it kind of cool. And the invoices are, I mean, these, when you get them from Walmart, they have 3 pieces to them, one white, yellow, and one pink. So it's like you get 3 for the price of 1. And of course you get a whole package of them. So old dictionary page. This is a guest check that I coffee dyed. An old calendar page that I coffee dyed. Here's some parchment paper, and I made a little tuck spot with some lace, and then just put a whole bunch of, like, they're kind of shiny, but stickers. And so you can do a little bit of writing there. This is, oh, this right here is actually a register from a check register from 1919. So this was one of the pages. I thought that was pretty cool. Aesop's Fables. Here's the other side of that parchment, and I just made, this is from Your Creative Studio, and I'm not really sure what to do with these things just yet, because they're on both sides and they're kind of cardstock, and I mean, they're very pretty, so I don't really want to cover them up. So I don't know, I gotta, I think, watch other people do stuff with them. So I just put this, it's kind of like linen paper. I put it on top with the little staple, so you can journal on the back of that. There's the calendar, the guest check, the dictionary. See, there's that invoice, the old ledger paper. This is just the other side of everything. So yeah, you can see this was a old inventory, but there's that other piece of washi. So yeah, some recipes. This I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with just yet. I don't know if I should put something on here, like some paper or something, and then make it a tuck spot, but it seems kind of small to put something, I don't know yet. So still a lot of stuff that you can do with this. And I also want, you know, somebody else to be able to, you know, whoever I give it to, I want them to be able to customize it to themselves also. Not only put in their stuff and, you know, journal in it, but also, you know, maybe decide what they want to do with that. So this is some Tim Holtz. This is packing paper. Here's an inventory sheet that I coffee dyed. This was from a fiber, like from the 70s. It was like a high fiber, how to eat high fiber or something like that. So here's some, tells you what to eat. Yep. This, I made a little tuck spot. So this comes out. Here's the actual tuck spot. And so this was from an old Americana book that I got, I think from like the 40s maybe. And it says, please applaud with hands only. So I put a little piece of fabric on there and then made some lines in the back to do a little bit of journaling. And then I put two little tuck spot kind of things here. So that goes in there. And then I kept the back open and had this Asian paper, put it on a piece of card, and then, yeah, cute. And then here's a belly band. So I just decorated the belly band. And then here is the journaling card, some old postage stamps. Oh, I put this on top of it. So it's a card, and then on top of that, I put some book page. And then on top of that, this is a tea bag that I kept. So, and I like it because it makes it, you could still see the words. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And then I just made a little kind of like a notebook, put some staples and just glued it to here. So there's some pages to just do some writing in. And this is some handmade paper. It is very pretty. Here is some The Taming of the Shrew playbook or play from, I think, the 1950s. This is just an old book page. And then just some writing spots. See, this is another part of that that yearbook. So this is the advertisement section, you know. So here, James wrote something to Debbie. And then here's River Lanes, which is funny. Still there. It's still there. It doesn't look the same, but it's still there. And then Searstown, that's where we used to go to the cinema. And yeah, now it's just, it's not nice. Still there, but not nice at all. Oh, Class of 68. Funny. Some paper. It's an old advertisement. There's that book page. So I had this sticker of lace, which it's gonna look very glossy, but I put it on just on top of the paper. It made it pretty. I did make a text spot here with the other part of that inventory page because it was too long. So I got a text spot with that. I need to put something on there. Here's that packing paper. And that is the end. So yeah, I am pretty happy with this. I'm still learning how to do a better job of sewing in the signatures. So, you know, I figure practice makes perfect, right? All right. Well, if you watched this, thank you so much. And yeah, I hope you have a great week. Today is Sunday evening. So yeah, thank you so much. Bye.